Hello and welcome back to my channel where I have another top 5 video for you where I'm going to give you my top 5 favorite A24 films. Any film released by indie studio A24 is in contention for this video, and before we get started I'm going to give a couple of honorable mentions because they have just amassed such an incredible resume of some of the best films in recent memory. My honorable mentions are A Ghost Story, an unconventional and surrealist outlook on humanity in its purest form. On the Rocks, a small, quiet little story featuring Rashida Jones and Bill Murray bringing Sofia Coppola's words to life. Come On, with Woody Norman giving one of the best child performances of all time. This is a moving depiction of what grief and loss means at different ages. The Disaster Artist, one of the funniest movies of recent memory that show the true passion that it takes to create a feature film. And lastly, The Farewell, an ode to grandparents and family everywhere. It was incredibly difficult to keep those movies off the list. Now let's get into my top 5. At number 5, I have Midsommar, which was Ari Aster's sophomore effort and follow-up to his 2018 Hereditary. He manages to make one of the best daytime horror films ever made, with a captivating lens that is thanks in no small part to Florence Pugh's dynamite performance here. This and Little Women solidified her as one of the great acting giants of her generation, and it's clear to see why. She is able to take you on such a emotion-filled journey here that at its center is about a relationship falling apart, but thanks to its horror conventions and its genre tropes, it breathes new life into the horror genre in ways that only indie horror can. Number 4 is Minori. Now, I liken this movie to if Boyhood and Mary Poppins had a baby, because I think that at the heart of this movie, you see a story about where a father is trying to be saved and shown that all he really needs to care about is the family that's there and supporting him and loves him. And I think Steven Yeun delivers a heartfelt performance. Yoo Jun-yoon delivers a groundbreaking performance that won her an Oscar. Yeri Han, Alan Kim, the entire cast here wears this movie's heart on its sleeve, and I think that Lee Isaac Chung is able to very carefully take you on this journey and not hit you over the head with overdone sentimentality. Every moment of this movie's pathos is earned. The number 3 is Sean Baker's Red Rocket, which I think is the filmmaker's finest work to date. I think he's a filmmaker who gets better and better with every film he makes, and this so far is my favorite of his works. I think that he is able to expose the underbelly of true American society in such surprising and effective ways. Simon Rex's madcap performance pioneers us to new cinematic ground, where the movie is so unabashedly unafraid of what it is exploring and the subject matter of its movie that it's just so engaging and just mesmerizing to watch. Then at number 2 is Greta Gerwig's breakout directorial effort with Lady Bird. This is one of the most relatable coming-of-age movies because what it does so well is humanize both the child and the parent. Saoirse Ronan and Laurie Metcalf do a lot here to allow Greta Gerwig's words to feel special. This is a very small movie. This doesn't have necessarily the gravitas that a lot of these other movies do. But the reason why the film works is because every moment feels true. And you see the lives that are being lived here. These characters feel like they've lived so much by the time the movie starts and will live much longer after the credits roll. Then number 1 is Moonlight, because how could it not be? It's one of the best movies ever made, and it might be one of the most, if not the most important movies made in the last 10 years. This is a cinematic odyssey from filmmaker Barry Jenkins, as he delivers such a groundbreaking perspective on the lives of these characters in drug-filled Miami, and his depictions of sexuality, of race, broke down barriers in ways that only film can. It allows us to connect with these characters and these people in such fluid and effervescent ways. Jenkins just challenges the norms of what masculinity looks like, both in film and in the world today. It's also a beautifully rendered movie. The cinematography, the score from Nicholas Britell, it is both a movie that is so innocent, but also depicts such harsh realities, and the fact that the movie can be so many things at once and could be things that could be contradictory, but here they all work together seamlessly and flawlessly. You know that you're in the hands of not only a true master of his craft, but you're witnessing one of the greatest films ever made. So that's my list of the top 5 best A24 films. Let me know in the comments section, what are your favorite A24 films? Which ones that I leave off the list that you think you can't believe that I did? Do you agree with a lot of my picks? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to not miss any new videos from Spoilers Ahead with Anthony Post. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you at the movies.